Right, so we got one. I'm going to just wiping their kids against my spawn. Now, they were scouting in the air, you could see, and so they knew they were cons, and so they let these kids fight off spawn. Well, they let them get each other kind of shambles off spawn, because you can see this guy's weak. Get the finish, and this guy's having to dip. I don't think he has any loot. But anyways, he's leaving his teammate. So this guy's a solo. These guys are full HP and a Jibu shotguns. Heals. So that's why they let them fight off spawn. Like because when you're like more than 2 teams conned, you never want to be the first team to fight off spawn. That's what we do. Let's go in. There's a double damage, yeah. Take a guy, get kills, taking angles. Skip to like kind of 4th zone. So I want to see what we do. They're here. It's a very good position. Probably not going to need Surge this game. I still think going going deeper like here this would be like the best position on the map, I think. Or well, pretty much these guys are in the best position. But it probably is a little bit tough for them to do it because of a team that is next to them. Probably just beam them. For now, it's a fine position because you see this kid's right here. So these guys are sat here. It's not a bad position at all because they're definitely not on edge. Like these guys don't want to be on edge right here. They're going to want to move in, but they're also not deep, which is not the best situation. But if they did pull 4th zone, yeah, 4th zone. Yeah, it'd be very good for them. See what happens. They didn't pull, so now they should be ready because I think Auvahalo is the IGL. Now they should be. He should have been scouting, and now they should be ready to instantly go. Let's see. I do think he should be going, but then again, he knows this team here. They're gonna beam him if they go. That's why I think if they'd now, because they left it so long, they should have instantly gone out this wall, and they can easily run like to Calamari. That's why they still wanna go instantly. Now I want to wait. Now we're gonna have to wait for this team to go, and all of these teams getting centre before them. Okay, so they could stay there, but then say it did pull down here, like this is 5th zone down here, it'd be way harder because all these teams in front. But if they'd gone further, they'd like have time saved and stuff. But they were in a chilling position. Could have been better though if they were more centre. Now, normally it's just like the best position is to go deeper in 5th zone, but they can see this team. These teams, I don't know if there's kids on their machines or not, but they're probably gonna get beamed if they do shockwave now. That's why they don't. That's why I can't really go deeper. Because if they are here, they could go a bit deeper, but it'd be risky because I'd probably get shot. It's quite in the open. They're here. They're just kind of chilling because they just need to shoot kids away from them. You know, like so no one boxes near them and stuff. On a high layer, so it's an easy rotate as well. Let's see where it pulls. Yeah, so again, if they were center here, like on my cursor kinda, it would be so free. Now they can't also, because you see all this congestion here, they're not gonna want to go in a straight line like this, along this. They're gonna want a shockwave center or towards where this team were. There. And maybe even shockwave center again and shockwave in because they have a lot of shockwaves. It's a good mid game. Yep, going instantly, I like that play. You see how I didn't go along this here? There's loads of kids and they can go instantly. By going kinda like L shape, so it's like they're here, go boom and boom. And pausing. The pause here was good. Or it was like for like 5 seconds. But notice what happened. I'm gonna go back a few seconds. Let's show you what happened. So you can see. Why is it so dark? Is that that's world I think it is. Time of day. Okay, we don't want midnight. Can't I? Why can't I do that? World. Why can't I do this? Lighting, that's new light, create. Okay, oh well. We'll just have to do this, I guess. Where are they? Oh yeah, they're still on the hill. Now look at this. Now they've noticed, right? Look, it's free. These kids are fighting. Kids are spraying other kids. And these kids probably won't look because they're focused on their own rotate. Nice, so it's good for them. And so they pause. Let's see how long. Let's count how long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you see, okay, nice. So 5 seconds. Well, let's see what that did. It let these kids get ahead, so they're not behind them, so they don't shoot them in the back. So the pause here was so these kids can get in front, get on with their rotate, and then they won't be behind Auvahalo and John the Miller spraying them, because that would make her rotate like a million times harder. Best spot is probably probably somewhere up on this like tower thing. Or this. Yeah, see? So now you look at this position. You can see. I think they're gonna probably want to build 1 or 2 boxes out of this way, just so they can instantly go to that direction. So they can instantly go, if it pulls back, they can instantly go. Pulls that way. They have an option to insta go around here. If it pulls that way, they have an option to instantly go. But I mean, if it pulls this way, they can do it. They have to wrap around though. like with this, but that's kind of more free to wrap around. So that's why I would build a few more boxes out this way. But if they were going to do that, they don't want to waste two. They don't need to make more than 2 boxes. So if they were going to do that, they should have probably built the boxes sooner. I don't know who's the idol. I think it's Auvahalo. And we're going to look back. Oh yeah, another thing, just this very minor, but when they're peeking, when they were peeking, you see they reset this middle wall. Because, like, if this guy opens up an edit that Auvahalo's not ready for, he could hit Auvahalo instead, and just get damaged for no reason. Now it insta-go, because you see where it pulled? All the congestion was here, and if it pulled anywhere, here, on an insta-go to dead side, you see no one's here, except these guys, but they've already shockwave there. And so they were ready to instantly go. It's way more free for them. Then they can pause here. Because, why do I pause? To let those kids behind them get in front. And they don't get held in the back or just held or shot on the rotate at all. So now, let's see. So, these kids, boxed up, looking at these kids. It's rotating. Not able to shoot really. Fresh boxes. Shooting. Making a base. No angle on them. And they're looking at different kids. So that pause there was to let other kids around them kind of get established, but not like established enough to be able to shoot them. That's a pause again, so they don't get held. And then now they pause at a good position, and now it's when it opens up, it's an easy shockwave to like center and off by layer, land on top of someone. Yep. Unfortunate they get smashed away. No, sorry, the tree. But yeah, can you see how they're like kind of center? Well, not center, but they have like off congested side, like way off congested side. Now they can instantly go if it pulls there. Not back here if it pulls there. They can't insta go, but now they're gonna have priority if it pulls far. And now you see what way are they facing? Alright. Yep, out this way. It's a little bit risky to get ready to go this way, but it is the furthest, so it's the best. The only reason I think it's a bit risky, they maybe could have destroyed broke this ramp and floor first, so they didn't get hit. See, they're ready to insta go to dead side, but also the dead side is the farthest away. And it pulls there. So look where they go. Also, again, where are they? Off of congestion. Avoiding congestion, that's what we're doing. Right. See what happened there. A very bad timing. Just landed in someone's box. He get a kill. Don't be just greedy to go for that field. Oh, and he misses. And he misses getting out. Okay, I mean, maybe. Well, let's see. Kind of was towards zone, but then there was a lot of people, who are going for it as well. So it was a little bit risky. Kind of probably a tad bit greedy. Not bad, but also ain't good. If he had hit a shot, it would have worked. Now, kind of didn't really have time. He could have waited until builds were a tad bit healthier. He didn't have time because of storm. Getting in a little bit deeper, so we have more time to work with when he's off the Chug Jug. You can see Storms on the back. And now if they had only this box, they'd have to panic now and go Storm, but they have a tad bit of extra space. They have more time and stuff. A little bit unlucky with water. Solo shocking is the right play here. You could have probably from here, peel out, ran, solo shot, front side, but it'd be a bit risky because it'd probably get beaten by height. So you probably in fact this was a better play. A little bit low though. He's very congested. Pulls back, I think. Yeah. Shocking box is a good play because there's nowhere really they can actually shockwave out the cone from and stuff. Okay. Yeah, you see. Nowhere they can go. They were a tad bit low though. That's the only thing I don't like. That's the main reason I don't like going for a refresh. No, did they? Unaware of that? No. I think. Oh. Well, it is just metal, and they're kind of cat metal. Not really much of a difference. Now we can just take low ground. Old builds. Low ground here is good because it pulled down a mountain. You can see. So this was down and across, and it was also through old builds, so it had safety. Now they're probably gonna wanna. They have no shocks. They're gonna wanna go forward, and then this tent zone. They're gonna wanna shock the back probably. Okay, no, never mind. Ah, that was clever. So, wrap around. Right, let's see. Alright, okay. So, they were down here, no? I think they were down somewhere here. Anyways, we're on a speed boost, so they can go up the thing, up the cliff quicker. They don't to save whites and stuff. Not lose matches. Excuse me. But to a cliff. Like such a hard rotate up, like so hard to get up. To get suffocated down below. Going round's very, very good, very correct play, and they can get in here. Now, that was better than where I said because let's see what type of layer they're on. A high layer. And now this will give them freedom to rotate any direction. Because say this team, there's very high chance of them getting cut off. You can see this team had to run up. Where are they? This team. This team is on my layer. They could run through. Could easily get double edited down. This team will block them from that direction. But these guys are on a high layer, so it works out. Nice, they have to go for that. basically cat mats. But now I think they go up and round. Ooh, fell a little bit low to be honest. That's fine because it does not fill up at all. I'll try and go up there. Right, so probably it should have stayed up here and up here on this sort of layer. Because it could pull back, and if it does pull back up this, be way easier from this layer. You can easily just run. But down here ain't that bad because if it does pull up there, they can just go early as soon as it pulls and ramp up. And now also there's lots of kids on this layer that could potentially block them off on like edit on them and stuff when they try and rotate. I like the low ground play. Didn't create it. Oh. Right, so look for that pre-edit. You go back a few. I'm gonna go back a few seconds. So let's see this team. Wait, pre-edit. Where are we? Definitely the same team on their layer. Okay. Oh, okay, B's team. So, also, another thing, when the kids on your layer, you're going to either have to spray them off it, or expect to get sprayed by them, or expect to get, like, pre-edited on. So, they don't have the best mats, only 90 builds, but they still need a refresh. They do have pretty good mats, I think. Compared to the lobby, yes. But still, just the more mats you have, the easier it is to play. So they're in wood. They're getting sprayed their bottoms. They're unaware. And they're on their layer. So it's a free refresh. Let's see what they do, it's good. Both double spraying. Because you either want to be double spraying or double pickaxing. It's like quick and they don't really hit you. I prefer double spraying, because the guns this season have high damage per second. Oh no, I don't know. Take them unaware. Keep looking for it, and then pre-edit they get sandwiched into somewhere they can't really do anything. Just 11 fine pull. It keeps pulling forward. This word. Ben was scary. He's the guy who was on low ground earlier and must have had a really hard to rotate. These guys are a high layer and now what's stack. So let's it pull? Okay, so it pulls this direction. Low ground here isn't good at all because it's pulling up a mountain. Needs to get suffocated. Now I think what they should do would be oh my, what's going on? Okay, go shockwave, edit out this wall, run around and get front side on a high layer here on near this squawy kid. Sweet. See? Perfect. Now the layer is chilling and they're not gonna get suffocated by the ground. Tank was good here. Just claim space. There's quite a lot of kids and I have a lot of mats. So that pre-edit play set them up really nicely. Now even though they didn't get a kill there, which would have been ideal, alright. Still, getting the kids off their layer, like pressure them off. However, what they're gonna do, I think they should. I think they will. Like this, like wall, cone. I can't really do anything there. But get this guy off a layer, double smack on him, or spray him, or something. or anything. Now, take Jug, get whites, get the refresh, and now just go front. Maybe Storm play again, tank around, shockwave in the box, and run around. Okay, height here. They had awareness on height, and height, they had awareness, but height was kind of unaware, and height was in wood, or a duo. Now we just need to stay front, spray. No point going down and risking it, because they're going to have more mats on him. And yeah, keep spraying. There's no point risking it. They're going down as a solo, now go down as a duo, and they win the game easy. Easy like that. GG's. Right, now we got 3 kills second. So it looks like we had a good mid game. I'm not going to break that down. Well, I mean I can. I did last game. Sort of. But mid game isn't very hard to do. All you have to do is go centre or dead side to avoid kids. Get as deep as you can and go instantly into a good position. Just gonna watch pretty much probably end games. Something's happened. Let's see, oh, I can't. Hello. Oh, there's a lot of A's in this game. Killing off spawn. I'm watching mid game in this game. Just skip the end game maybe others. Burn through your jug. Health is really important, so try not to save heals. Well, I mean, yeah, saving heals ain't bad. Also, health is way more important. Second, I just have to go do something. snuck up on. He's a solo, and so he dips. No, so I drop in contact. Tags don't hurt. You never know if the game will be stacked or not. No harm shooting people mid-game. Unless they look like they're gonna want to, they're gonna keep. So you see, like they're too far away really to keep them. That's why it's fine to shoot. And really, I mean, as long as you're like confident, you should be confident fighting. So you honestly just shoot anyone. Doesn't really matter how far away they are, unless you're like, I don't know, trying to do a lurk play on another team. Don't shoot. But other than that, do shoot. No, I'm so weak. Don't key because discipline, game plan. This is what, look, so you can see, Howard is such a good position, because it's centre and it will be an even distance wherever they want to go. Now, I mean, this play is good, but if I was any of these teams, because they have priority over them, because they're in front, and they'll these guys, these teams, hold, like, Auvahalo in them, and John Dillermand 67. They'll just hold them, so if I was on the teams, I'd like them to go a bit deeper, like around this building. Going for this is good. And I think there's spare loot, there's spare mats, yes. So the best play, these guys right here, would either build up now towards like, what's it called, towards like the middle of zone, or build up and outwards. Like, you see how we went ramps, another ramp above his head, like ramps, you see they're going up, and so say next rotate they stay. So yeah, if you have spare mats, always build up and out instead of out. So if they'd have built out on this layer, same direction, no, they went the other way. Yeah, like this, see, they're going more centre. They're just built out like here, much harder, right? Here, how much more space and stuff they have, so much more free, so up and out instead of across. Little bit unfortunate they didn't pull, but still, because I have this, you can just edit the ramp and go instantly. And we're in a position they could go insta. But now, they kind of had to, because it kind of pulled towards congested side where all these kids were. They kind of have to stay, what was it, kind of edge, kind of. Because if they're at risk going forward here, like even a couple of steps to here, all these kids probably would spray them. I got a max pull with this, and they're here. I'm gonna keep my cursor on them. Like, the best play looks like to wait for these kids to go, and then shockwave to here. Or shockwave there now, but probably not shockwave there now, actually. Because shockwaving now, all these kids are boxed up. They're just gonna be bored and shoot them. I think the best play here, I don't know, because for me, it looks like to go here on this bridge and then shock in, or around this bridge and then they can shock in again. No, they didn't do that. But now they kind of didn't really gain much space at all. And now I have to pause. But that's good. The good thing is, they're throwing a shockwave again. They're not going late. You'd never want to be the last one in. If you're the last one in, everyone's just going to spray you. Again, now going out this wall. He's already thrown it. Yeah, okay, he has. Now he's kind of on his... I think he probably bumped them. No, it's just server lag, never mind. Going kind of... I think the best thing for them here is go... They can see from here, these kids are like just editing. I'm probably going to look at them. So we're going to run here, I reckon. Pause again. And then they can shock again deeper. But I want to see what they do. Okay, so... Yeah. Kind of what I'd said. We're going to tarp though instead. Yeah, so... Kind of went in a position... Why I think they didn't go to the bridge was because they thought if these kids all go, they can easily go. Because they wanted to go sooner rather than later. And if they'd gone here, they'd be in the middle of everyone and easily get sprayed. So wait for these kids to go and then they could go. Although I do think that was kind of kind of bad. Did have to use like almost 3 shockwaves. No, they did use 3 shockwaves. Because they went along congested side. But now here, probably a little bit too risky to shockwave again. If that is good, they probably should have used their metal though, you see. Because at this point everyone in the game, let's see. They've got brick, brick metal, brick, basically mostly brick, metal, brick, both, brick, metal. Okay, it's kind of a mix, but brick here. A lot of it is brick, you see. Like most of it, brick. Just and probably that kid probably had like cat metal. Yeah, well he did cap out brick, but like. No, in fact I actually think he had more brick. Because normally they have other way around, more wood. No, sorry. I'll speak more metal normally. Now I don't like going out cone here because you can see. So where are they? Okay, they're here. If going out cone, they're gonna go up and over. Instead of if they went out, reset the cone. At this wall, they're gonna go straight, like, so they're less likely to get beamed, like, or more harder to get beamed. So they do go up in the air, but they they do it at good timing when no one's looking. Now high, a high, a high, so it's easiest the next zone. For example, if they went, say, down here, it would be a lot harder because there's kids blocking them. But now they're up here, I think that's them. Yeah, that's them. So much easier, so much more free. Now we see. I made a mistake when yesterday in scrims, I didn't wait for the team above us to go, so I died out of the air. Luckily I could get rezzed, but still. I died out of the air. They wait for the team to behind them to go, and then so they don't get beamed out of the air as they go. I think this was the team that was above them. They let them go, and now what I think they'll do, pause here or around like this sort of area, and then shock in on a higher layer, but not Okay, no, they didn't, because they could run for free. If they couldn't run for free, say they wouldn't be able to run for free here if, say, like a lot of kids are looking back. They would want to pause here, take the line of sight from these boxes here, pause here, and then shock in again when everyone stopped looking. But because it was free, they could run. It was free because they picked a good timing. Above them, trying to get them away. There's no reason to fight. 100 mats and 80 mats. Still very chilling for a later zone. Until a later zone. Alright, wanna go? Okay, it pulls back luckily. Looking around for a refresh. Well, they don't have the required mats to win the game, so it won't hurt to look for a refresh. But then they don't want to overcommit to one. Like, I don't know. Obviously you wouldn't do this if you had no mats, but you wouldn't jump in that box try and get mats because you have none. Get this body anyway. See how much loot he does have anyway. See, it wouldn't even be worth it. It wouldn't even be worth it if it was like more stats because you probably died. But they do get the body and throw it. It did work. Now they're pretty chilling. Got way better mats. So when you don't, rule is like I say, when I don't have good enough mats to win the game, you have to get a refresh. Just toe frags to look for a refresh. Okay. And if he's good enough, he'll get what you want. Right, this wall, speak. Okay, unfortunately falls. So now what I do, I would, looking at this, you should probably keep running and ramp up. Yep. Okay, that's what I would have done anyway. So it's not as good. Dynamite Pro, but this frag is good at following him. And kind of messes up the shockwave. So I would have ramped up here. The problem with me ramping up here would be I'm easy to spray, and it would be harder to get a higher layer. I have to run along these walls. Kinda like boom, boom. Easy to get pieced and stuff from the back. Now they're jumping and running. Unfortunately, he mantles. Good mechanics. So now, if he was, say, what this team kind of did, ramp up, be like very near this team. In fact, actually, I think maybe ramping up to the side would have been better. It's like kind of avoiding the congestion a bit. But when they are now here, they're kind of more. They can go a bit more center. Say here instead of there. If it like does pull far, it's easier. I don't know. I think it's just a bit. It's a kind of a mix, really. I don't think there's any like benefits, but I don't think there's also any negatives. Doing on both. Pretty even. Oh, but okay. That might have been the deciding play right here. What's better? So, say ramping up. Here, going like this, there's going to be a lot of kids around them. There's a lot of kids around them here. But now they're going a little bit deeper in, to a little bit more centre. and it's more safe, and it's like it's either here instead of here. It does pull, let's say here, have a little bit more time than they do if they were here. It's probably being center of 8th zone. That's why. I swear I just made like too much noise about that. Get ready to go far to their side. You can do it and wrap around. Well, that was kind of lucky. But getting frontside instantly is good. Yeah, so frontside insta. Maybe, I don't know, if he does something wrong, let's see what he does. The frontside insta was good. Maybe how we did it was a tad bit risky. Easily could have got beamed. My best guess would be that he got beamed by height, this guy. But even if he does die by height, get beamed to height, he's not going to want to like blame it on his team. Okay, he could have followed a tad bit better, not gone so low. Okay, and running on their wall's risky. Now this guy can edit this wall, and place cone, and he's dead. So he could have followed better and also not run on their piece. So if he followed better, I don't think the exact same path by going on zipline and stuff, or just building, follow him, would have been perfect. Okay, going round. Now just got to play with like it's solos kinda, basically. Bit to get in a bit so he can have an easier rotate. Now he's got to just go front on. He's high layer. Looking for a refresh, which is what you kind of have to do in solos. Low ground here, good, because let's see, over here. So it kind of pulls this way, which is like it doesn't pull up at all. It just pulls sort of down. He's only have to do one box down instead of going up, and no one here is gonna block him because it ain't like full stacked. No one's gonna try and cut him off for low ground, I don't think. For the type of lobby it is. I think it's the top 1001. Oh yeah, it's pretty stacked. It's very stacked, but still. Low ground here is very good because no one's in front of him. Let's leave it at that. Low ground's there, good because no one's in front of him. And it pulls down so he doesn't have to go back. He's gonna have to play. I'm gonna play Chug Jug, wait for this guy to die and just hope. Ah, well, it's a very good solo clutch. You just play it like it was solos, that's what you gotta do when it's like. Low. Do I just look at the wins? Probably, I think I will. Very consistent. they're stacked, I will leave it. But if they're shambles, I'll go back. Yep, of course they're stacked. Is this the same game as earlier, no? I swear I watched this earlier. I think maybe. Anyways, they're stacked, chilling in good position. Okay. No, I haven't seen this already. Right, so it pulls to dead side, and they can instantly go. Oh no, these guys are in the best position in the lobby. It does not get better than that. So they're getting ready to go to insta to dead side. Just chilling. A pause here. Let's see why they pause. Everyone else who was running around them has also stopped. But then they've stopped, like, in fresh builds. These guys are in fresh, they don't even have an angle. Fresh build, fresh build. They're not going to be, like, in a position to look. And well, these guys are shocking, already, I think so. Yep, they're shocking. They're not, like, they've paused in builds, but they're not in positions to, like, be able to shoot them in the back, which is what they want. So pause, nice. Trying to run a little bit deeper. Alright, so they're gonna have to. They were gonna have there. Where are they? Here, they're gonna have to like build in. But why not go up? You know, makes it way easier for their rotate for next zone. If they were on this cone, just broke that and top forwards. Be harder because they're up here. Not really a difference. Like easier, you know. Okay, so max pull, and it pulls where to? Dead side. So what can they insta go? And where? So can they insta go? Yup. And so, because you always want to go insta to dead side. Now this zone, better to stay on edge here and go deeper because it's not gonna put. It's like impossible for it to pull any more out there. Might pull to chop shop, and it's unlikely. So stay on edge here. Again, the pause. I get a refresh, which is nice. They do pause here. Oh no, actually, I'm gonna go back. See, do they run at all with the shockwave effect to try and get deeper, or do they just instantly box up after shocking? Could be insta ready to go, so I think play. But they do, what's it called? Where are they? They're on the right full edge. Yeah, they're like, let these kids go in front. They ain't gonna shoot him in the back. That's some less teams to worry about. Now it's free for them because look, these are the only team, and they're gonna have to rotate. These guys are all running. These guys are getting shambles and stuff on the rotate. Well, where is Auvahalo? Then his teammate can have a free shockwave. Do they run? A little bit, but not much. Because if they kept running, say they ran to here, this team will probably shoot them. Probably not though, because they're on wood. But certainly these teams boxed here would. Oh my gosh, do that. Like, no. Anyways, now I see a refresh opportunity. Yeah, and they go for it. Yeah, they go for a refresh. Always nice to get cat mats before in game. And that's how I win this game. 12 minutes. Now they would go up. Yep. See? That's what I said earlier. Up and out instead of out. Spare mats. Always use a spare mats. Oh, it's so annoying. $4.99. Good. $4.90 good. Let's see, why is this good timing? In fact, I don't even know if they do. Alright, probably wasn't bad. It was probably a bad timing, because they are the only kids going, you know? The only team going. These kids bored, just sitting here, nothing really to do. So they're obviously gonna get sprayed, spray the only team that go. So what I'd want them to do is wait for maybe this team, this team, this team to go, and then as soon as they go, these guys would go. They don't want to be the last in. But maybe the 100 health that was sacrificed here was worth it, so they weren't in late. But you never know. Just conserve health, but then also you don't want to get in late, because if you getting in late would cost, I think. So getting in late would cost you, like, I don't know how to say it, cost you more kind of health, cost you more like resources and stuff than it would if you like than just now when he got beamed on rotate. So probably getting in at getting beamed there maybe was worth it, maybe wasn't. He could have died very easily. Just don't want to be last to go. Last to get in. I'll probably get lobbied. They do have spare mats. I don't know what I want to see, because they normally do it, go up and out. So, why don't they go up here? Maybe it's because there'll be weak builds. Weak builds, bored kids, established kids, kids in good builds. They would like to spray. And then now they're hidden. But again, they're not in a refresh, not in a spot where they can easily go to the next zone, are they? So they probably should have built up. And they do. No point peeking. Literally cap pretty much. See, I swear I got one most. Honestly, now they could go for height in early. Oh, that's his teammate anyway. $130. 130 is the most. Even that stacked as well. So they got a death by the most by far. So what I'd like them to do is go high. Take height. They can take height easily. Build up and then take it. So they got into a spot where it's more free to go. Because if they'd have stayed where they were, down here, they'd have had to go out the ramp because they don't have an angle. They can't. A free shockwave. Now I can. I think the best position. Now I can. So they're less likely to get beamed. Sorry. I say now the best thing for him to do would be probably go off like the top on the side of his cone and build up in metal. Could be a bit higher, but then, well, let's see. What I have suggested would be bad. Let's see. Where are they? They're here. What? Why? To be bad. There's no need for it. If it was free, go deeper. Want to take deeper? Now. Okay, so this guy has height. You guys. Oh well. They kind of don't want to go for height this early, maybe. That's probably why, because they'll easily get keyed and stuff. And. Okay, Auvahalo and John Dillamand. Now they can shock again. And maybe even land on this. And that would be like a free height game. Free height hold. Ramps were good. Get sprayed. Like, get sprayed now. I like tarping there because, oh, never mind, no tarping. Unaware. Bring the body back to safety. 90 builds and 100 builds. I mean, they're stacked, they didn't really need anything. It was really free. They didn't go out their way to kind of force anything. Yo. Okay, now we can go shockwave front. Good job I didn't. But I can't. They have a load of shockwaves, it's fine. Just run back with the shockwave effects. Honestly, they shouldn't be looking for anything because no needs full stuff to win the game. Now we just gotta go front sides. Honestly, go front high. He saw the mistake, realised it. Not bad. Now they're gonna. I want them to. Will be best. Repop the shock effect and run around and tank instead of going down. Going down ain't the play here. I wanna be high. Okay, he's getting his teammates to tarp for him. Is there elo? Oh no. Probably should drop match, drop hards. Nice, and he does. Okay, they can kind of jump in. They kind of don't need to. If they're unaware, it would work. But never mind, there's no point overcommitting to that. Now, oh, where's it Paul? Let's see. My word. Okay, so they're kind of gonna want to go round. They're gonna go round like dead side. I think that's what it looks like they're trying to do. Okay, dropping here. Not too bad, not too good. But if they do not want to take low ground, they're gonna want to build up soon. And also, you notice how he didn't tarp to front side? He's only started tarping when he was at front side. Save extra mats. You get that? This fragger, the fragger is really good at looking at getting refreshes and kills in game. But then again, also because Auvahalo is doing the positions where he can look. Taking low here is not bad. It's actually pretty good because see where it pulls. Only problem is he didn't block his back. You can see where it pulls, and in temp zone you kind of want to get that like win condition. We either want height or low ground because like height or low ground is usually going to do better than mid ground. You want to claim one of them. They did get bullied off low ground though. So, have to go up. Now, so let's see where 11 zone pulls. So he's looking like what he's gonna do is, why is it so far away? Right, he looks like he wants to either go and solo shock up this cliff, or pop a shock in the box and ramp up. Probably he's gonna ramp up. No, solo shock up. Now, yep. Now he can claim that win condition by cutting him off, claiming low ground because he cut him off. Now he just have to stay front, and IGL will get, and no, not the IGL. Fragger will get refreshes. Now just got to stay front sides, not get car. That's pretty much the whole mission. Get the mats. Okay, that was risky. Should have tried to stay low. Somehow they win this. Good. Going down to safe boxes, so they're safe. One of the worst thing he did, I think, was shocking to a position where he was easy to see. You know, like easy to hit. He's crouched as well. I don't even know where one is. Hard to hit while he's healing. You don't get jumped on. They need to chop, and in a bit they should, yeah, shock up. No mats and 16 bills. I should have split his duo, but now we can shock up, get a kill because he has the Maven. Now we need to. Now they can stay up. Well, he landed in the same box, but it works because it's a very well played game. So what did they do? They were in like high layers with easy rotates and up until 10th zone. Where high layers up until 10th zone, where they chose either low ground or high ground, and they chose low ground because they want that win like condition. Oh, he's crack. I think this is a game. I can watch a 5 kill second after. Okay, let's see. Right, nice, and oh my word. Okay, might have actually look at the battle map. So I want to see this. Okay, we can ignore. So let's see where they land. They go here, and they got a good base for Surge, and I think they probably don't look like they take Rift. But they're all doing this, so let's see what timing is. Ground move 5:43. So they're looting very quickly, like they're getting their off spawn loot done really quickly. Look, you see how quick it is? 8 minutes and they're already like halfway their position. They are going through center map. I like going through center map because it's quicker. On max pools, you got to do that. But if it's like not a full max pool, you can like wrap around the dead side. Say a team that landed like on this mountain, they can just wrap around edge. These guys, they land quite far away here, so they have to go straight through center. And then I don't know what zone we're in. Probably 5th zone right here. Okay, so this is 4th zone, I see it. Okay. And 23. So they did get into a god position early. So they went through center to get to that god position early. Took the most direct, quick route. See why they're stopped here? Actually, don't know. I think they could probably shockwave deeper. Maybe it's because it's a refarm. Had a refarm, so maybe. But then a lot of kids around and probably easy to get shot. So, and they're on a high position, so they're gonna easily get damage. Now get ready to go far to sort. Not dead side, but it's also not congested side. So get ready to go far. When you're on edge like this, you need to be ready to go far at all times, or as soon as zone pulls. I think they stay here. They should probably stay here. Maybe later they can go in here, but probably stay here the whole time, I reckon. I think this is also a 5-kill win, I think. Very passive playing. Okay, and now where are they ready to go to? Where's this? Dead side. They're ready to go to dead side. But now they want to. Okay, I like this play. It's a very good play. So you can see how it pulls kind of along the congestion. So if they would want to go, they'd have to go like this, which is through all the congestion, which make it way harder. So they're gonna want to do an L-shaped rotate, which is where you go like kind of here towards center, and then they can go here. I want to see, do they pause here? See where they stop? So yeah, you see, they did the L-shaped rotate off here to here, a little bit deeper than I said, and now that made them realise that made it so much more free than if they'd have gone here. So when it pulls on congested side, you do an L-shaped rotate to here. Boom. Shockwave here. And boom. Shockwave in again. Build a 2x2 of metal because they're coming in late. Refarm. Okay. Never mind. So they aren't going to go straight. I want to see why they're not going straight. Let's see. See if I can see why. Ah, okay. I see a lot of teams here. Yeah, it's okay. Probably get sprayed. They go there. They kind of pick a place that's like, they're definitely avoiding the congestion here. Can you see, like boom, like you draw this line, like kind of across here. Like I think mustache is like a nose separating it kind of, so they're kind of on not congested side. You know, the line's kind of here, and they're not on congestion. They're gonna have to build metal, and you see how they have to build in anyway. They might as well go up to make it more free. And then if they do get lobbied, they can always go down in these boxes, but are more healthy than the boxes at the top. I swear I waffle so much sometimes. Where are they getting ready to go? Let's see. I bet you'll be surprised. They're getting ready to go to dead sides. They didn't pull dead sides, so that's good. It does pull. Where are they? Here, and it pulls there. I think when zone opens, it's just going to be one clean shockwave onto a high center area. That'll be the best play for them. Something different might happen. Cone was a little bit risky because they could have easily got beamed. Right, let's see. Okay, so they're probably going to stay here. They're not as center as I would like them to be, but then again, if they'd have gone center, let's see what would happen. Say they're like went here. I guess you can guess what happens. These kids will probably spray them. These kids spray them. These kids, literally everyone will spray them if they won, like center. But they want to kind of be not with everyone, but also not away from everyone. A bit in its middle, like I know, just kind of high. Okay, and they have very good mats. And they saw the opportunity, no one's building up high. And so they're building up high. Actually no, there's a team building up high. Yeah, these guys. So basically, if these kids pull 8th zone, they'll take height. These guys pull 8th zone, they'll take height. So hopefully they pull. And also, they can take this and they can take height as well. Yeah, and they pulled. So now we're going to take height this game. Actually no, it's kind of even. But these guys pulled it more, I think. Yeah, they did. They pulled. Where is it? Metal here, very good. Hard to chop out. They don't want to be on these ramps here, because they're weak. They want to be down here on their healthy builds and let these ramps get healthy. But now, it's King Hydra and Wash Sinks. They're going to be the team who they're going to have to spray because they know they want height. Okay, you do get chopped because they didn't connect. No, I don't think they can get height now. You probably didn't connect enough below. For John Miller, whatever his name, John Diller, he should have gone down and connected. Now I can chop again. Yeah, now I got to be on a high layer at front side. Where are they? Okay, over here. They did get here. Pretty good position. Maybe they could either shock run and be a bit here, or just run. But then it'd be very risky to run past these builds because these are the kids who are looking at them. Space out back. Yeah. Now, if I was them, I would go a little bit more forward in probably metal actually. They do need the refresh really bad. And they invested so much for height earlier and it just didn't work out. They really need to look for a pre-edit. The more teams you pre-edit, the more pre-edits you're likely to get. You probably won't get every pre-edit you go for, but say if you get 5, at least one person will be unaware. Yeah, so kinda lower layers getting refreshes is better. So if you have really low mats and you need a refresh, go lower layers. Get ready to go far. I like that. Now we get front side low layer, and the refreshes will come to them. That's why low ground's really good. So kids come to you, just go up there. They have no map. They have pretty much no maps, basically. And they win this game as well. How the heck do they win it? Probably because they take a lower layer. Oh, I can't speak. Oh, I lose my voice. Probably because they take a lower layer and then more free. Oh, not more free. The refreshes are easier to get because they're on a lower layer. Okay, tanking here, good. Just get some placement points. Now they really need it because only 9 builds. They're not wasting mats at all. They're only placing what needs to be placed. Alright, now they need to pick a solo or pick an unaware duo and jump in, or just anyone they need to jump in. Look, and this guy's really good for IGL, or Fragger, I mean, whatever his name is. Get the mats. Unfortunately, he does not get the hards. I didn't have time because the storm was pressuring him, but you know. Does he? No, he doesn't grab the mats, so he should make sure to grab the mats more. Probably would only be Siphon, but it's still 10 more builds than they'd have before. Just has no mats. Probably doesn't realise he has no. They get so lucky. Like, they should be getting sprayed here. Some team would spray them 100%. I think the only reason they do actually good in this game, win this game, is because it pulls old builds and they can just do a lurk play in the old builds. I reckon if it pulled like out here, and I think I couldn't really do anything. You know, they do get it'd probably get sprayed, no? Oh well. Get a good zone. Trying to pressure these kids. Did he grab the mats? He did not. He did. Yeah. Wow. Kind of lucky for. I can do a lurk play in these old builds. And now I can look. Jump in, double jump in. You see? What did they do? They picked a solo. A solo who was unaware when they have nowhere near enough mats to do well. And why have they been playing such low layers? Because they have no mats. Basically, no. Now he has. Okay, now I have almost 40 of it. Somehow he doesn't die. Now he's got to play Jug or Medkit. Might work. The most important thing is he has to play himself, and he has to play himself. So he can say to his fragger, I'll go front side, I'll meet you front side. And then he's going to shockwave front side and meet him there. See? Never mind. He was in a better position. Now we're gonna go. No mats and 2 mats. So this game was like really bad. Not really bad. It was pretty good actually. They had no mats because they were such what's it called? When they went on height, they didn't connect, so they got sprayed. And they weren't aware that they were getting sprayed. But what's the most important thing? They're both full HP basically. And now they can just pick an unaware team and jump in. Maybe go for the head this guy above. He's got 30 med pills and he's unaware because he just finished fighting. Yeah. You get that. 27 mats and 20. Now we're 50 pills. And you see? Now I've kind of a layer clean, not really a layer clean at all. And jump again. Aggressive for the refresh. Okay, 80 builds and 5. Can't really drop backside now, can he? Can't really drop mats on backsides. Is he gonna drop mats? Yes. Okay, what I like about this so far is they had very, like, almost no mats basically. So they dropped to a lower layer, didn't panic, and got the loot. No, not got the loot, got lots of refreshers. Because they dropped. And they were also good refreshers, very good, because they looked for unaware teams. And solos as well. It's a lot easier. And here they have looked up at height. So no one's on it. They have good mats. 3. Okay. I'll try not to take it to heal off here. We don't have good loot too. Probably do because the lobby shambles. No. Medkit 40, 60. Yeah, okay, they do have the most, but they don't know they have the most. Now they've got a spritz. I think now they both stay up. No, actually that's clever. They don't want to take the heal off, but they also don't want to die. They're still together, you see? Right next to each other. Yep, dumb edit. Good thing about that game, I know I said it a lot, when they had little mats, they dropped to a low layer, played low layer the whole time, looked for refreshes on the Shambles kids, but they also used their builds very smartly. They didn't place anything they didn't need to place. Yeah. I would probably say they're one of these teams. Or this team, maybe. Take a guess. Or let's see. No, okay. Looks like they didn't have the best a game earlier. Probably got Creeds. Oh, let's get this one. But anyways, they don't have like the best loot now. So what they should do? Loot. They have medkits. Medkits. So I think what they should do, just loot and stuff around this area. Just that. Or they had to reboot. That's one. But what for out of res, they didn't have the best mid game. But so I can watch this end game. Anyways. Camping vending machine, hopefully get a kill. That's clever. I know they need it. Camp. Okay, never mind then. Get the kind of scene. And kids know we're there, so. Just whatever. Okay, this is gonna be a hard rotate. But alright, it pulls along congested side. And now I'll rotate, like shockwave here maybe. With here again. With here and go in. They don't have the most amount of shockwaves, only 8 this time. That's way more stacked. Not really, actually, pretty much even. That was an alot. So many kids are in the same game. Okay, 1 second. Okay, sort of an L rotate. Like I said, here. There's in this bush. Good luck. That was kind of bad chest. When they do get in, they're gonna have to take some sort of like probably metal 2x2 or something. Like right again. Look, like you see, I'm so smart. Right, exactly what I said they should do earlier. Right, so got to here, nice. Literally exactly what I said earlier, right? And they can shock again, and they can run a bit to here, maybe. Pretty isolated right here, and shock again. Right, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, good. And now I just have to ramp him off. Right, so I don't think they knew he was a solo, but anyway, it's what it is. Let's see what they did. They went because they knew they were coming in late. They're probably gonna get sprayed. We can see. So where do they go? Where do they choose to go? For example, if they chose to come here, coming in late, they would get sprayed. But no, where are they? They've taken like a break in the LOS for this tree and that tree as well. Less likely to be seen. Oh darn it. Okay, never mind. GG's. Oh, yeah, let's see. We probably have to reboot. Auvahalo, Auvahalo. Where is he? Okay, no, he didn't have to reboot. But yeah. Off spawn fight. Oh, okay, an off spawn fight then, yeah. Yeah, okay, probably this. Off spawn fight makes him kind of shambles, maybe. Oh, nice. Oh. Okay, so they break the tree, get mats, but only after their builds are healthy and no one's spraying them. So that's probably why they did it. Break the tree, but only after they see no one's spraying them. Okay, and then they jump on the refresh because they know they didn't have the loot, on like 100 builds each. They didn't have a loot, so they went for a refresh as soon as they saw it. They don't want to risk it. Okay, and they pulled. Instead of topping in, I think what they should do would be kind of wait until it opens and shockwave deeper on Friday. Let's see if they do that. Or, yeah. Deeper where? Let's see. Ooh. High layer. Okay, and it's free. It's free, and so they can build up for height here. Okay. And they, unlike last game, they made sure to connect like a lot. So it's very hard to chop them out. Also, when you have good mats, building up in zones like this is really good because a lot of the kids won't have enough mats to contest you, and then if you pull 8th zone, you can pretty much win the game because you're that established. even if it does pull far for them here, they can shock here, say onto here, and then build up again. They have a free, and now also benefit of this, even if they can't get height next zone, it's such a free rotate next zone. Yeah. My PC's what? Okay. Yep, so they do pull. So they're pretty much kind of keep height. Okay, and that, but look, you see? That was so. It's top. Look how much they're connected now. 1 connection, 2 connection, 3 connection, 4 connection. They're so connected. They're so hard to chop now. Yep. Now, and they don't even have to use as many mats as they would have had to. Again, yeah, go there and build up. Yeah. See? Is this guy gonna top? Head? Let's see. Where is he? Yep, top. Yeah. Now he can probably maybe place, I don't know, a cone there. It's only wood here. Maybe connect it a little bit better. Okay, his ramp is doing that. Yeah. Never mind. But yeah, I can connect it as well. Now stay front. Right. Let's see who looks like a threat. So who should they be spraying here? Here, Auvahalo. So maybe not these kids on backside. They don't look like they could. These kids, these like stack. They just got a refresh. No, maybe his teammate was the refresh. 7. Okay, no, never mind. His teammate was the refresh. Maybe these guys, Bennybot and Aurora Dexter. Aurora Dexter. It could go. But no one in this lobby looks like they want to take height. Because these guys are doing such a good job making it scary. Like, you see this? Like, you look up and you're like, nah, I ain't taking that. Or like, you see this as well? Like, connected and stuff. Probably ain't gonna want to take that. Okay, he's killed someone. Yeah, okay. Saw this kid's. Saw this kid right here. Can't near them. Don't want to flank. And then, yeah. Get a kill. We got even more mats now. And they can push full build metal. And even higher. Better stayed there. Look, receive a lobby. Right for the lobby. Look how close and easy it is to take it from them. Like, these guys have such an easy height take. Mostly these guys, like these guys I think are, never mind this guy. These guys are probably the main threats. Or yeah, these guys, maybe these guys because they're right under. So the fraggers be like, oh look, I see this team. We have to spam pressure them. You know, be looking around. See, I'm 133, and there's split ammo. Okay. And they lose height. No, they don't. Never mind. Okay, so this guy should connect. I think he should have connected. There's a few builds. Now I connected by. How many? Let's see. How easy we are to chop. Only Opera is taking that. Oh. Yeah. He built all the way to here. Literally 1, 2, 3 builds. Let's chill. Okay, building up. Now he's connected. It's perfect to play. Did get a lucky zone. And now it's bouncing back. Like, no one is gonna take this one. Now I just need to full spray. Like, you see how much, like, you don't hear the shooting sound. You know we're playing it right. But are they shooting the right kids? Yeah, they are. 100%. They're shooting, like, the main threats, you know? Now we just got to spray. Make sure to get the max. Full HP. Am I gonna get that? Yes. Now he's just gonna shock up. Oh, let's see what happened right here. Okay. So he gets chopped. Yeah, he gets chopped. Oh no, that's really unlucky. Falls and he gets chopped, and then he gets stuck probably. No, he doesn't. He's on the wall. It's kind of unlucky. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he could have I don't know, like waited for his teammate to get back up, kinda, or taking the same path as his teammate maybe. Yep, and then he gets dropped, and then he comes second. So trying to get full HP. He can't really do much. He has no max. High ground. Game's gone. That's full pieced. Trying to take angles, but then he falls and just unlucky. Now I just stay off and then yeah, kill him. Yeah, GG's. Don't really do much. Loki greedy? I mean, yeah, but we had no mats. Yep, so that is it. Thank you for watching everyone, and I hope you learned a lot. Bye bye.